even if your cards were protected and they could not use them, it's still a nuisance in your life to have to deal with this.
It's holiday season, and unfortunately, that means some people are waiting to snatch up your stuff. The moment you look away, tonight, a closer look at a case here in Houston. 2 people accused of walking out of a restaurant with credit cards that didn't belong to them.
Does anyone want to explain why shoes are literally just dying right now?
Plus, some sneaker stores are having a hard time selling those kicks on the shelves. What's the reason behind the issue? We get into that tonight.
The Isiah Factor Uncensored starts now.
Welcome and thank you for joining us for The Factor Uncensored tonight. Holiday season means you have to be extra careful out there. Someone could be targeting you for their next come up. 2 women in Houston have been reported to police after being suspected of trying to use someone else's credit cards at KRIV restaurant. I spoke to the owners of the popular business. Let's take you there.
So Charlie and Anna, it's that time of year. You guys have to be aware of the customers that come in here who are looking to take advantage of you during the holiday, right?
Correct, yes, it
So you
happens
just
way
had
more.
a situation this weekend.
Yes.
And what happened there?
So it happened yesterday. Our staff is really trained to detect when something is wrong. And when we had these 2 girls trying to pay with 2 cards with the same name, they were both declined, they acted nervous, they ended up giving another card with no name. Our bartender knew there was something wrong, talked to our manager, and simultaneously the rightful owner of those cards is tracking the stolen cards. So she called the restaurant to say, hey, help me, my card is at your restaurant, it was stolen. So it all happened really quickly, but we are trained to help and to figure out what's going on. So we protect our clients in every possible way, and our business, of course.
And of course, Charlie, you guys expect this. You see a peak, a bump at this time of year, the holidays.
Yes, yeah, we do. In the later part of the year when the holidays start, it increases.
And so when you guys take a loss, and many people see financial crimes against a business, well, there's no victim there, it's a business. Are there victims there?
Of course. I mean, we are the victims because we have to absorb that loss. And eventually, we're not a charity case, so we have to pass it on to the consumers. You know, we have to maybe raise our prices, start getting stuff from another company. It's just a very bad vibe that goes down, and it affects a lot of people.
And when you guys saw these young ladies in your business here eating, dining, and they became wise that you guys were onto them, what did they do then?
They left as soon as they could. They almost ran out.
So they were moving fast.
Yes.
Yeah. And of course, you said they dropped 3 credit cards outside.
Yes, the stolen cards, they just, as they're leaving really quickly, they drop them by the bike rack.
And the victim, you guys were in contact with her and you kept her up to date.
Yes.
Did they say, or did she say how they were able to get her credit cards?
Well, her purse was stolen. We didn't get a lot of details on how, but her whole purse was stolen. And it was devastating to her because she got it on her honeymoon. And she was really, you know, she has an attachment to the item itself, but all the trouble, you know, of getting your driver's license reported as missing, getting a new one.
During the holidays.
During the holidays. It's just always, it's never a good time to have that happen to you. Even if your cards were protected and they could not use them, it's still a nuisance in your life to have to deal with this.
And Charlie, here at KRIV, how do you guys prepare for something like this? Do you have software? Do you have employees looking for this type of fraud that may walk through the front door?
The employees are trained to look for it. So that's our main line of defense, I guess, is employees and just spotting the trend.
And when we think about the problem of people coming in with stolen credit cards, how big of a problem is that? Obviously, this time of year we see a lot of that, but throughout the year, is that a common problem that businesses still face?
Yeah, you know, the latest trend is for people to steal a number, a credit card number. So when they show up here to any restaurant, and this is for everyone to pay attention when you, especially if you run a business, they may tell you, well, I forgot the card, but I have my number, I know it by heart. And of course, they try to punch in a number of a stolen card.
Right.
So we never allow that. We say, if you don't have the card, we cannot punch
And
it
who
in.
walks around knowing their credit card number by heart? What is that, 16 numbers?
I know.
Yeah, who knows that?
Yeah, but that's the new trend. So,
And you guys are on the lookout for that.
yes, always.
And so has anyone in the public, you posted the two young ladies who bolted out the door on social media, has anyone identified them?
Not yet. Not yet. We haven't received any information yet.
Tips.
Any tips. Whatever reports that people give us, they're going straight to the police and to the client, to the person whose cards were stolen.
And of course, if you identify or recognize those young ladies, you can get a clearer shot on Kuchara's Instagram page. Their face is not blurred at all. You can get a clear shot and, of course, report them to the police or to the restaurant. The young lady says that she had the purse, her bag, custom made in Italy, and it has sentimental value, and it is now gone. We're not done just yet. Still ahead, how big is a credit card fraud problem and how Texas Southern University is hoping to create the new generation of cyber experts to tackle the problem. Plus, more details for families who want to give their little ones a holiday experience with a Santa Claus who has a little melanin. We'll be catching up with Black Santa in Houston. You're watching The Factor Uncensored. And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored, turning to Texas Southern University, where young people are being trained to become the next generation of Houston's cyber defense workforce to tackle crimes, including basic credit card fraud, like we just showed you before the break at Kuchara Restaurant here in Houston. The new recruitment effort for high school students is called TechFest Live. Jeff, you saw the credit card fraud at the restaurant Kuchara. Is that unusual?
It's alarming, but the problem is it's become part of society. It's something that people have to deal with on a regular basis, which is why we're having the CyberQuest event, because it's very important to make sure that we are reaching out to young people and helping them deal with the threats of cybersecurity.
And when we talk about the cost and the toll it takes on American society, we're talking about a lot of money, right?
Oh, we are. We're talking about estimates as high as $16 billion lost as a result of cyber threats throughout this country. So this is a big problem that needs to be addressed in a very intelligent and thoughtful way.
And you guys are bringing in young people, the next generation, recruiting them to prepare them for what is out there.
If you want to make changes, you start with youth. And we're looking forward to bringing in over 100 students to educate them not on the threats of cybersecurity or cyber threats, but also to make sure that they understand various pathways, because this will become a part of America's workforce, and we want to make sure that young people have access to those opportunities.
A lot of the victims out there also are older people. Is that kind of a lost generation, or at some point you're bringing them in too to educate them as well?
Absolutely. TSU just commissioned a cyber hub. And we'll be working specifically with senior citizens and people in the community to educate them on various aspects of cyber threats so that they're prepared and they have the ability to combat the issues.
When we talk about the young people you guys are bringing in, you're hoping to put them on the track to become experts in helping the community, right?
Absolutely. That's why we're very proud of the event that we're having tomorrow. Texas Southern is going to be hosting its first ever CyberQuest, sponsored by BP, Citgo, and Comcast. We're bringing in over 100 students. They'll be a part of industry panels, projects where they actually be able to get their hands dirty and really learn about some of the cyber threats that are out there, and hopefully become practitioners, whether they're consumers or they're actually working in the field.
Still ahead tonight, and Cyber Monday is almost over, but some shoppers are not happy with Black Friday and a promotion at one particular retailer. The drama behind those so-called swag bags, next here on The Factor. Don't go anywhere. Alrighty, the clock is ticking. It's almost a wrap for Cyber Monday, and some Target shoppers say they wasted their damn time camping out in front of the stores on Black Friday for a so-called free swag bag. A TikTok user named Goddamn It's Cam says he feels like he didn't get anything.
This is so sad. I got an Uno card, some electrolytes, some nerds, Mm. I am speechless.
Target handed out the bags to some of the first people in line, I think 100 to the first 100, and not all bags had the same merch. Some bags did have bigger ticket items, we heard. Joining us to talk about it, attorney, CPA, Lucy Petrie, and media personality, Nate. Glad to have you all here on The Factor Uncensored. You saw those bags. It was a nice bag, though.
I mean, the bag was pretty.
That
Yeah.
was nice, but I
pretty.
ain't standing in line for anything like that. I'm not saying, it got to be a guarantee if I'm in a line. A guaranteed I'm going to get something 500 plus.
And come on,
$500
Target.
plus.
I mean, Target, you got to do better. You're already in trouble.
I think they just doing that to troll people, you know, because I mean they're gonna get free press anyway. Everybody's posting about it. Some people they're gonna still shop there.
I've heard a lot of complaints about this Black Friday, more than usual. There was a guy on social media going through all the prices, taking the Black Friday deals off, and it was the same price.
Oh yeah, I used to be in retail. You know, I used to have a store, and so you know that's that whole you mark up the price a couple weeks before, then next thing you know it's back to regular price, which is the Black Friday sale. It's like you just have to really be paying attention for a while.
Now,
when you're
Lucy,
shopping.
there was an attorney who got on social media and said, even though it's not the price you're looking for, the deep discount you're looking for, as long as it's not the regular price, it's not fraud or misleading to the person, even though it was on sale before Black Friday, and the same sale is Black Friday.
That
the
is
same
correct.
price.
And look, the retailers can do what they can price their products as they choose, as they please. There's no law saying you cannot mark up your product the day before and then discount it the next day. Buyer beware. We have to
Dynamic
do our
pricing.
research.
That's what it is. It's dynamic pricing. The same thing that airlines have done for years. A lot of transportation companies are doing. Retail stores are now doing it. Now they're tracking it with the algorithms on the tech to see how many times you're researching a thing. What's the demand in certain areas?
It's
so
like
they
the
can
airlines
really,
do.
Yeah, exactly. They can
How
really
long will
target it.
consumers put up with that, though?
As long as they want to get whatever they're gonna buy. Like, I mean, it's that thing, do you really want it? You know what I mean? Like, I had a lot of things in my cart. I still haven't purchased yet. Because I'm like, do you really want it? Do you really need it? So I think it just depends on
And will the prices stay the same in your cart?
No, like that'll, especially with Amazon, it'll show you if it dropped or if it went up. So that's why I always just have things in
And
the
now Amazon has a price history button, but it only goes back 90 days. But you can see how the prices have changed. Yeah, I only bought the ones that had been down, like from the 90 days.
Okay, yeah, only when it goes down.
Yeah.
Now, we were hearing that this would be a $1 trillion Black Friday. Are the results in yet, Lucy?
So the numbers are up. They are higher than they were last year. However, when we factor in inflation, we just spent barely 1% more than previous year.
Wow.
But most importantly, the units, the volume is down. So what that means, we bought less things and spent more money. So
those damn tariffs.
I'm trying to tell you,
tariffs gonna get you.
So you were out boots on the ground this Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Were you disappointed in what you saw out there?
Okay, in my bed on the laptop, I was not disappointed. Had I gone out there, boots on the ground,
I was out there.
I remember you want to be in those streets.
Yeah,
I want to
have
be in them
to.
streets.
I have to.
That's
That's part of the excitement.
Yeah, okay. Oh, no.
But you inspired me to get out. And
You
I
told me.
I told you, right? I texted you. I was like, I bought nothing. The prices were not great. I found parking right away. That should have been like my style right away. Yeah. I did not like the prices. I bought nothing. I went into Dillard's. It was completely empty. There was nobody at the store.
Oh wow!
It was the opposite.
Oh really? Where were you? Where are you? What side of town?
The Woodlands area.
Woodlands area. Oh, so everybody was out shopping.
Yeah,
The rich people.
They got that
rich
Woodlands
people
money.
out
Yeah,
there.
exactly. You got that Woodlands money. I'm
on
waiting
the
for
layaway
Cyber
plan.
Monday for free shipping over here.
All
I see
my
you.
life I had to
see
fight.
you. We see you. Yeah.
And so any other big shopping days that maybe consumers and retailers are looking forward to?
Oh, yeah, of course. Right before Christmas, I expect more sales. I think people may be still holding out for better prices closer to Christmas. I know I am.
Yeah, same here, because I don't need anything. I want a lot of stuff, but thankfully I don't need anything, so I can hold out.
That's a good place to be.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for joining us here on The Factor. Still ahead tonight, one of Netflix's highly anticipated new docuseries slapped with a cease and desist order. Hours before it's slated to premiere. We'll talk about that next. Don't go anywhere. It has to do with Diddy. And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. Sean Diddy Combs is under the microscope again in a new Netflix docuseries. Sean Combs, The Reckoning, is a 4-part series examining the rise and fall of the imprisoned hip-hop mogul. His longtime rival, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, serves as executive producer. Let's take a quick peek.
We have to find somebody that'll work with us that has dealt in the dirtiest of dirty business. We're losing.
Puffy, Puff Daddy, Diddy, Sean Combs. All of these reincarnations, all those name changes are attached to really bad deeds.
Now, the series features new interviews and never-before-seen material from people once in Combs' inner circle. It premieres in a couple of hours on Netflix, and Diddy's lawyers have sent a cease and desist to the streaming service, Netflix. A spokesperson for Diddy calls it a shameful hit piece and confirms that the Netflix relied on stolen footage that was never authorized for release. Joining us to talk about it, TV Emmy nominee and personality, Nate, and media specialist Brigitte Waugh. Glad to have you both here on The Factor. And there was another clip that was played this morning where he videotaped himself going out, hugging people, saying hello to people in New York, I think Harlem.
Okay, yes.
And when he got into the car, he says, I need to go home and take a shower.
Yeah, and get some hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
He's been in the streets with the people, you know?
Yeah. And many people found that offensive. Your thoughts about this Netflix docuseries?
Well, 50 Cent, he should have never tried to take 50 Cent shopping when he first got into the industry, because 50 has had a vendetta against him since then, and wanted to take him out. I think that it's going to be eye-opening. The director of the documentary is an Emmy winner, and she has she says it's going to be a balanced view. But I do think it's interesting the things that Diddy allowed to be videotaped, because I'm sure he didn't think it was ever going to get out. But when you're always documenting your life, there's a chance.
When you're in such a tight predicament like he was in, and why would he videotape it? You know,
well, for one,
when you're fighting for your life, your freedom, your reputation, why would you videotape that?
Well, for
as if it's another promotion.
Oh yeah,
well, yeah, because he's that type of person. I would say narcissist, borderline. I mean, he's that much, so full of himself that he was documenting his life, if you will, since he was 18 or when he first got into the industry, if you will. So a part of it, I think he did start it as probably just documenting his life. But then when he kind of got bigger and his head got bigger and then more things were coming to him, then it was almost like let me record or keep a record of things that I'm doing, that I've done, so I can look back on whether it was salacious or not. But I can look back on this, something that I'm proud of, if you will.
And I think Diddy, and I think Diddy thought he was going to beat the case, and he was going to do a whole movie and then a tour, the whole nine. Like it was all a part of it.
From it.
Yeah. He thought it was
Do you think this will change the perception that the public has, or people didn't really put too much into Diddy anyway and being possibly a good guy?
I mean, I don't think they care. I think the music, as long as it comes, you have a certain group of people that really do care. But then others, they care about those memories those Bad Boy songs came out with for years, and they can separate the art from the artist. So I think it just depends on the person.
I disagree on that because he's done too many salacious things, if you will. I know I keep using that word, but when they released the video with him beating up Cassie and then all the other things other people are saying about him, I would have a hard time separating the music from the person behind the music or who developed the music. I don't think it's going to show him in any good light. And then on another note, I know I'm contradicting myself, I think we're sick of it, just hearing, because For 50 Cent, I think it's a publicity stunt for him because I don't know if he's had, Power is off the air now, I think.
Yeah, but he has a lot of other deals going on. And then like 50 has this book with Robert Greene, who wrote the 48 Laws of Power, called The 50th Law.
Right.
And it's always about like you take them all the way out. You take the opportunity, you seize it. He said he's doing this so that the world doesn't think that hip hop is okay with what Diddy did.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's a nice way
to
to take a stance and be like, hey, I'm sticking up for, women, but we know what 50 and his relationships
So you
are
think this
too.
is personal
It
between
is
those
personal.
two?
It's never personal. It's business, is what they say.
Well, that's what they say.
That's what they
Let me
say.
tell you, you know all of these people.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know them personally, but it's always
been around
business.
them.
I've definitely been around them. It's always business, and to me, business is personal because you're messing with my money. You know what I mean? So if there's any opportunity to like, hey, let me capitalize off of something that you might not have done good with, but I've done good with, okay, cool. Here's an opportunity here, here's an opportunity there. There's been a million documentaries, not a million, but several already on Diddy. Now 50 Cent has another one.
Right, but he has more of an inside scoop, if you will, because he was right there. And this beef has been going on for years between the pair of them. And it's almost like, I got the last laugh, Diddy, so now what? It's like what they've been doing for years, going back and forth.
I mean, that's hip hop.
Anything shocking so far that we haven't seen that will soon be revealed in this documentary that you may have heard about?
I haven't heard of anything. I'm just very curious because they're saying there's stolen footage. So, it's like we've seen Diddy be extra when he had Making a Band, and being kind of cruel to the kids, making them walk for cheesecake and stuff. So I'm interested in the stolen footage, like what could be revealed that we haven't seen or heard in the courtroom yet. We'll find out in a couple hours, right?
But was it stolen because Netflix said that they received everything legally?
You make people mad and they got videos on you, they're going to send them and sell them.
And why wait till the last minute, you think, guys, that his attorneys would file this cease and desist when they knew it was coming out?
Well, I think about press. Is it like all press is good press, even when it's bad press?
Yep.
And then Diddy just did some things with like in the prison with Thanksgiving and stuff.
Right.
So now it's like, well, he did all these good things, and look, y'all are trying to target him and make him so now he gets to play victim, and it's the 24-hour news cycle.
All right, let's see what happens, guys. Thank you for joining. And I think it airs at 2 a.m. here in Houston and midnight in LA, your town.
Oh, yeah. H-Town and LA. They're both.
There you go. Still ahead tonight on The Factor, members of the sneaker store community speak out about the difficulties of selling those shoes. Keep it here.
You're watching the Isiah Factor Uncensored.
Welcome and thank you for joining us for the second half hour of The Factor Uncensored. You're looking at live images out of North Houston. Right now, a firefighter has been injured while battling a fire that started on Plaza Verde at Greens Crossing Boulevard. A Mayday call was made after the firefighter was injured, which increased the fire from a 2-alarm to a 3-alarm. Fox 26 Houston is told that the firefighter is safe. It's unclear if he's been taken to the hospital as of yet or how that fire got started. You can follow the latest on this situation on Fox Local. Go there and check it out. Now to this. Fresh sneakers are highly coveted, especially for super fans in that community, but some stores are having issues with selling the shoes. Here's what the owner of a store called Hidden Realm had to say online.
Does anyone want to explain why shoes are literally just dying right now? I own a sneaker store and we've been struggling for the last couple months. And y'all can say, oh, it's because you overprice things. And I know what you're going to say. Oh, it's a Yeezy. You're overpricing it. It's $110. Retails like 2-something. Market's like $190. I'm pricing it at $110. It's brand new. It's definitely an interesting time in the sneaker world right now. And you'd think that people would be coming to sell us their shoes too because the market's down. They just want to get rid of some stuff. But that's not even the case. We haven't had a lot of people coming to sell to us. I mean, last week we did buy a lot of shoes, but this week we're a little slow.
Is the market for sneakers actually dying? Joining us to talk about it, Aiden Gonzalez, the manager of Thriller, Mike Mills, owner of Flawless, and Jessica Rahm, the owner of Soul Supply. Glad to have you all here on The Factor Uncensored. So, Mike, what's going on out there?
Thanks for having us back. So right now...
Are you seeing the same thing, or is it different?
No, I am. So what we're seeing right now is it's a variety of things, Isaiah. not only is it harder for people to buy the shoes because of the prices of the shoes, but the market is very saturated right now. A lot of people that came on board in the resale game, even during COVID, because money was everywhere, it was easy. All you had to do was have the product. Now we've gotten to a point where people can barely afford groceries. They're maxed out on credit cards, over leveraged. So to get them to buy $300 to $400 pair of shoes every week, every 2 weeks, every month, like we used to see, don't see it anymore.
All right, Aiden, from your perspective, what are you seeing out there? We know recently it was revealed that Nike has seen an increase in prices as a result of tariffs.
Yes. So tariffs have really messed up the retail price for sneakers, and now resellers are buying sneakers at an already expensive retail price, and the market value sometimes doubles and triples, and people just can't afford that anymore. So we're really trying to tap in with different solutions on this problem, and recently Thriller and many other places have started to do markets. And for us, we use our reach and our platform to supply these resellers a group of fashion forward and clothes people that are interested, fashion forward people that come to this space, and they all are buying affordable clothes and affordable sneakers, and these resellers are able to make extra income, and we're able to help them out because, again, people really do not want to spend a bunch of money on sneakers.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense anymore. It's not a way to live and spend hundreds of dollars on shoes.
And Jessica, you guys, you fix, you repair, you clean
Correct.
shoes. So there's got to be the trickle-down effect that
Yes.
you all are seeing as well.
Yes,
at
so we're
Soul
seeing
Supply.
an increase in restorations, cleanings, people bringing in everything from running shoes, Hokas, On Clouds, which we didn't see before. We saw mostly Jordans, high-end hype wear, things like that. To now, people are bringing in their daily beaters to keep them alive. Things that have holes. Because
I
they
may
just
bring my Avia in from Walmart.
we'll do it. Just because they're trying to stretch the dollar. They don't have the funds to even go out and get that $110 pair.
Now, there have been a lot of people, Mike, on social media who have said that comfort is in now. Not the fancy sneakers, not the J's, but people just want to be comfortable. Would you agree, disagree?
I would definitely agree. I'm one of those guys myself. I got a pair of Hokas. I'm wearing Air Force Ones right now, which by the way is only $100 shoe, and I'll wear this with
the
a
young
variety.
people say them old folks shoes.
But guess what though? It goes with a lot of different outfits. It's only $100 shoe. Doesn't break the bank. I'll take it and go get it clean before I go buy an $800 pair of Jordans. Comfort is a big thing. I just turned 41 years old. I like to work out like yourself, so Asics, New Balances, shoes like that. I would say that, before COVID or even during COVID, accessibility wasn't there like it is now. I mean, with platforms like StockX, and it's very transparent, for the consumer, versus back in the day, it was so sought after. You seen your favorite, rapper or celeb that's wearing that shoe, like, I gotta have that shoe. It's a lot more accessible now. I feel like, I hate to say, it's kind of the cool factor has waned from the shoe market. It was very tethered to even the hip hop, realm. When Kanye West, went through his thing, at a time, Kanye West shoes were selling for 2, 3, 4 times retail. Nowadays, Isiah, it's going half of retail.
Wow.
I have some Yeezys that we bought for $250. We're selling for $100, $125, brand new.
Do you guys see light at the end of the tunnel, or are you getting nervous about keeping your business going?
So here's the word that we'll use. We have to adapt. So if you were someone that went all in with shoes, it's going to be a tough time for you right now. What we're seeing is clothing is still very big. And for us personally, we've gotten to getting, wholesale brands that we can sell for retail. So typically a brand will sell you merch for half off, and then you can sell it for retail. So when the consumer comes in, they see the clothing, they look online, it's the same price as online. So we're adapting, doing other things, getting bigger on content. Because right now, if you're not big on content, it's very tough to make it, especially in our industry.
All right, Aiden, are you seeing the same thing in the industry out there? People are adapting to the market, trying to survive?
Absolutely. We've tapped into vintage clothing, accessories, as many different outlets that we can appeal to the masses. Sneakers alone just isn't going to suffice. So we're really trying to get into clothing, hats, anything that can possibly draw attention to business is exactly what we're going to do.
And Jessica, do you expand as well? How have you, or what are you looking at expanding? Absolutely. Your focus has been shoes. And cleaning
Correct.
them, restoring them, all of that.
So we do bags, we do custom items, custom clothes, sewing, and we have our own brand, which is Houston's for Hustlers. So we've expanded in a lot of different areas, and you just have to make it work.
All right, we want to thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you.
Shout out your businesses really quick.
Flawless, located at the world famous Johnny Dang & Co.
All right.
Soul Supply, 604 West Alabama.
Thriller at 2368 Rice Boulevard.
All right, thank you guys for joining us. And still ahead, details on a multiple day celebration of Houston's Black business community. Keep it here. We'll be back. All righty, welcome back. It's a special time for Black businesses here in Houston. The 5th annual Entrepreneurs Week is currently underway. It brings together thousands of entrepreneurs, investors, and creatives for all kinds of events created to empower them. Joining us to talk about it, the founder of Black Entrepreneur Week, Philip Yates. Glad to have you here on The Factor Uncensored. So when we talk about Black Entrepreneur Week, what's the state of Black businesses right now in this current economic climate?
Yeah, no, one, thank you for having me.
Glad to have you.
Yeah, and so right now we're looking for community, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so often because of the way the economy is going, you hear about the stories of people's business failing, people not getting access to capital. But we started Black Entrepreneurs Week to not only uplift, but also celebrate those businesses that are doing well and give them a place where they can thrive and grow. One thing that's most important is to meet businesses where they're at. Mm-hmm. And so we go into communities that traditionally have been undercapitalized, underappreciated, and we bring our partners like JP Morgan Chase, Amazon, Regions Bank, and our pillars in our community, Houston Area Urban League, NAACP, and the Great Houston Black Chamber, and we make sure that they have a convening system where they can get access to those resources so they can continue to grow and thrive in this economy.
For those businesses that are out there looking for direction and don't have a clear path on how to get where they want to go, is this the event for them?
It is, and so one of the things we realized that looking at the data, people are in different steps in terms of the business growth process. And so if you're looking for a mentor, we have that for you. Mm-hmm. If you're looking for a banker or an investor to help you get you capital or get you on the pathway so you can get the capital you need to grow, this is where you go. But more importantly, this is where you can celebrate culture and also find your next business partner and your future customer.
Okay, and you have the information there. Let's go over the information for those who are interested in going.
Absolutely. And so we kicked off the event on Saturday at Dean Deluxe Theater in 5th Ward. And then on Sunday, we had self-care where we made it so that founders understand that you have to take a mental break and you have to make sure that you take care of yourself along the way. Today is Cyber Monday, and we were able to have a wealth summit where CPAs, estate attorneys, accountants, investors all came together and connected with those entrepreneurs looking to get on the wealth building process. Tomorrow, we'll talk about our social impact and nonprofit businesses. So you'll learn how to be an executive director. You'll learn how to build a board. More importantly, you'll learn how to get funding so you can build your business. And then on Wednesday, we have Unlock Her Power, and that will be at El Dorado Ballroom, where actually one of your colleagues, Chelsea Edwards, she'll serve as the MC for that event. Mm-hmm. And that's where we'll celebrate 10 phenomenal women across the city of Houston. Thursday's Invest in the Culture, where we'll be in Freedmanstown Conservancy. We'll celebrate some men who are doing outstanding things. On Friday, we'll have another event where we celebrate those who have succeeded in the wealth building process, and we'll end it at Small Business Exchange at the Houston Area Urban League. We'll have another pitch competition where people can get access to capital.
All right, I ain't gonna say that I wasn't invited to MC. Where's appreciate it?
I know, wait.
Too late now,
no,
too
come
late.
Come
Still
on,
ahead tonight. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, sir.
Still ahead tonight, The Factor catches up with the most famous resident of the North Pole, Santa and Mrs. Claus. We're learning how they are bringing smiles to families here in town. Stay with us here on The Factor Uncensored. All right, it's that time of year. Welcome back. A mother's wish for representation made it to the North Pole has turned into an amazing opportunity for other families to connect with Santa and create memories that will last forever. We're talking about the Black Santa
Houston. A full photo experience with the man himself. It was created by Megan Butler Coleman. Megan left a knee out of her name, but she just will fight me to the end. She joins us now in studio along with Santa and Mrs. Claus. Glad to have you all here on The Factor Uncensored.
Thank you for having me.
For those children out there who now can see a black Santa and Mrs. Claus, what is that like for them, Megan?
It's just the fact that all families should be reflected. You know, Santa and Mrs. Claus, they are a reflection of the families that he visits. So for the children, when they see themselves in every aspect of life, especially as they're growing and navigating all the things that they have to go through, it makes them feel good to just be able to see a person that reminds them of family.
And Mr. and Mrs. Claus, what is it like to bring joy to those children when they come up and they meet you and you see the excitement, the smiles?
The hugs, the love. It's something that the kids and families can take as a memory for the rest of their lives. And we're so honored to be a part of that.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It just warms our hearts to see them as they come in and watch their eyes get big and light up with these great smiles to see Mr. Claus. So, yeah.
And the wish list has got to be long, right, guys?
The wish list is long, but when the kids are great, we want to make sure that we grant them everything that they want.
and tell me about what's available out there for the public if they want to participate and get a chance to meet these celebrities.
Absolutely. So we are going to probably do about 40 events this season, but every weekend the families can come in to see Santa in the studio, Black Santa Houston. We'll be at Frost Bank actually tomorrow, and again on Thursday. Different locations throughout the city. We'll be at Storytime, the Kindred Stories. We literally have events up until Christmas Eve. So we'll post everything on our social media, and people reach out and we let them know where we'll be at. We'll be in Dallas as well.
And what is your social media for those who are looking to get all of the dates and fit in their schedule where they can go?
So Black Santa Houston on Instagram, Black Santa Houston on Facebook, Black Santa Houston on TikTok. And BlackSantaHouston.com.
There you go, there you go. Are you guys excited about this time of year?
Absolutely. Every year is such a, as they say, the most wonderful time of the year. Absolutely. We're so happy to be a part of that. Yeah.
Have you guys ever been surprised by any of the kids out there in some of their reactions, in some of their wish list?
I think I had one young little lady who had came in, ballerina, a tutu, and when she saw Santa, her eyes lit up and she ran to him and gave him the biggest hug. And it was just so beautiful and heartwarming for me to see that exchange.
And when the public gets a chance to come out, what's the package like?
Absolutely. So we have a standard photography experience. So families are greeted. They schedule prior to their arrival. They'll receive their photos all professionally provided to them. And it's like a school experience. You'll receive an album. You'll pick out the number of images that you wanted to receive, and then we'll send those to you electronically.
You can't print them out? I want like a Polaroid.
So we have a lab connected to our back end. So absolutely all of the digitals can be made into prints and sent directly to your home. So we like to automate everything as easy as possible. The North Pole,
high-tech
we keep it high-tech, absolutely.
And once again, for those who need more information and where to go.
BlackSantaHouston.com. Black Santa Houston on social media, on Instagram, on Facebook, and also on TikTok. Black Santa Houston. We like to make it very easy for everyone to find.
And how fun will you make it for the kids, Santa?
Absolutely fun. Ho, ho, ho. Fun.
There you go. I got a list I got to get to you before you get out of here.
I'll be waiting for it.
We want to thank you guys for joining us here on The Factor Uncensored. Don't forget, you can always watch great interviews as well, like Santa and Mrs. Claus again, and Megan minus the E. You can go to our Isiah Factor YouTube page. Find us by searching Isiah Factor Uncensored and hit that subscribe button. And make sure you keep it right here on The Factor Uncensored. Stay with us. And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. The Taste of Texans event was held downtown at NRG. Texans, rookies, and legends were on hand as they tried food and drinks for some of Houston's top restaurants. Factor correspondent Coco Dominguez was on hand at the red carpet.
Any opportunity you can hang out with Toro and some of your Houston Texans players that are right there. We are eating up some stuff. It is the Taste of the Texans annual fundraising event, and it's all about helping the Houston community. It's really one of their biggest fundraisers of the year. They try and close that gap out, help that food insecurity, make sure they try to eliminate some of those barriers and create these long-lasting ways of doing things, you know, that people can sustain. We've got about 35 restaurants. You guys are coming off your 4th win. You ready to put away the Thanksgiving meal?
Yeah, I know a lot of guys had a lot of food last week, so it'll be a fun night. Can't wait for it.
What's the feeling like right now with you guys, the whole atmosphere?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I think just starting with Coach Ryan's and how he leads us every single day. I mean, we're in a great spot mentally, physically we're feeling good, so we're fired up to go finish the season out.
So proud. Keep doing your work. H-Town, baby. Hold it down.
We're season ticket holders, so we'll be there next week to watch another win.
Go Texas! What a game yesterday. Have you guys been to the Taste of Texas before?
I have. I have not.
You have not. So what did you tell her about it?
You're going to have fun. We're having a good time.
And you were like sold to the house.
Yes.
All right, so how do you describe it for those people who haven't got a chance to go?
What an opportunity to come and meet wonderful people, have wonderful food, and of course a beverage or two.
What is this I'm trying?
So this is going to be our chashudon. It's going to be a sweet soy braised pork belly over rice. We do a little bit of Japanese style mayo, green onions, and togarashi chili powder on top.
Oh my God, it's so good. And you get to meet all of the fans one-on-one tonight.
We all get to meet them. All these guys back here.
Your support system.
Support system, yeah. Definitely a great Monday. Helps a lot when you win, too. So.
Of course, if you...
And we brought Santa, Mrs. Claus, to say goodbye to you. And Megan, once again, for those kids who'd like to get pictures, give us a little more information really quick.
Absolutely. You can find us on BlackSantaHouston.com. You can also find us on all social media handles, Instagram, Black Santa Houston, Facebook, Black Santa Houston, and TikTok, Black Santa Houston.
So check them out. Thank you guys for joining us, and that'll do it. Good night, all. Let's wave good night.
Good night.